Hi, welcome back to my kitchen here at Chew On Vegan. If you're new here, I'm a plant-based RN and I follow a whole food plant-based diet with a focus on protein. Today I'm going to be showing you a really easy recipe. It's a great little appetizer or snack or side dish, and it's going to be oil-free, and I'm going to be making some crispy smashed potatoes. Really easy recipe. And then to top those potatoes off, I'm going to make a quick and easy cheesy sauce. Now this is going to be nut-free, so it's going to be lower fat, but it's going to be just as delicious. As always, the full recipe will be in the description box below, along with all my other goodies down there, so be sure to check that out. And if you like what you see, I hope you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, and be sure to follow me on Instagram. All right, without further ado, let's get started. I've got about 1.5 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes. You could use red potatoes, whatever kind of potato you want. These are a little bit larger than what I usually use, but I'm going to go with it because that's all I have right now. So I've got 5 of these, and I'm just going to throw them in a boiling pot of water. All right, so let's head over to the stove. Okay, you want to carefully add the potatoes into a pot of boiling water. And then you're just going to want to simmer them on a low kind of a boil for about 25-30 minutes until they are fork tender. Okay, potatoes are fork tender. I'm going to carefully drain these and show you the next step. So we've got our potatoes all drained. They're still super hot, but they're cool enough to handle. And then now you can use a potato masher, or you could use a glass or a cup or whatever, anything that's flat. And then we're just going to smash these. And you know what? One moment. I like to give them a little head start. So I'm just going to put a little X on here, because I've had potatoes that are real stubborn, and this just kind of helps it along. Okay, we'll see. Then you just smash, and then you don't want to totally obliterate them. You want them about 1/2 inch thick. And like I said, these are bigger than I usually use. Usually they're about 1.5 to 2 inch diameter, but you know, you go with what you got. There we go. These are always so yummy. Now typically you would douse these in oil, but we're not going to do that. Alright, I think we're good. Now I just like to season them with some garlic salt. If you're salt free, then go ahead and just use garlic powder. And we're going to flip these halfway through and do this to the other side. Alright, I'm going to put these in the oven at 450 degrees. It's been preheating for 15 minutes. We'll flip them and season them again. While they're in the oven, I'm going to show you my super easy cheese sauce. So to start my cheese sauce, I have about 1 cup of frozen broccoli, which I just kind of let defrost a little bit, and 1 carrot I just chopped up. I'm going to cover these in water, let them cook for, bring them to a boil, let them cook for about 10 minutes till they're soft, and then I'll show you how I complete this. Now you want to carefully flip them. This is hot, 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 because we're going to go another 12 to 15 minutes on this side. I think I'm going to need a fork and a knife to eat these, but it's going to be worth it. Alright, now a little seasoning on this side, a little more garlic salt, a little bit of pepper. Okay, back in the oven for another 12 to 15 minutes till they're nice and golden. Alright, so we have our carrots and our cauliflower, and you just want to use a, a slotted spoon and get all this out. We're going to use some of this cooking water. Now for the rest of the ingredients, I have some nutritional yeast. I've got some spices. I have garlic, salt, onion powder, smoked paprika. If you are salt-free, just use garlic powder. I know I keep saying that, but till we all get it, I'll keep saying it. Then we're going to add in a 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt. This is my Greek yogurt. I'll leave a link to the recipe below. And last but not least, a tablespoon of lemon juice. All right, I'm going to take this with me, and then I'm going to go blend this up on my bullet. I'm going to add a little bit of it right now. I will see how the consistency is, and then of course you're going to taste it. You want to make sure that you've got enough spices for your liking. All right, I will be back. Here's our crispy smashed potatoes, and we're going to drizzle our beautiful cheese sauce on there, and you can control the thickness. If you want it thinner, add more liquid. Thicker, don't add as much. You could also just have this on the side and, dip. Do a little dip. There we go. Then I like to top with some green onion. All right, let's give it a taste. All right, let's pick a real nice crispy one. I'm just gonna take a little piece off here. Make sure I've got some cheese sauce, green onion. Give it a taste. Ooh, hot, but amazing. Oh my goodness. This is definitely a crowd pleaser, and I hope you give it a try. That cheese sauce you can put on veggies. You could use it in tacos. You make a lasagna with it. It's very versatile. If you wanted to spice it up, you could put a little hot sauce in there or a little salsa and make some queso. So you can do a lot of different things with it. The full recipe will be down below. If you like this video, if you learned something, please give it a like and share it with your friends. If you've made it this far in the video, please comment below with smashed potatoes, and that way I know you made it to the end with me, and I really appreciate your support. Remember, all my recipes are good for you, they're good for the animals, and they're good for the planet, and what you put on your plate determines your fate. Until next time, thank you. All right, cut.